Alright. Welcome. Let's see who's here. Okay. Let's see. There's always something. Always gotta click on button here. Let's go here. There we go. Okay. I always have like a preview of my stream up. But it always likes to default to having the sound on, so I have to like go in and mute that. There we go. Okay, cool. Let's see. Okay. Cool. Okay. I added some, try to reinstall some of my, Sammy stuff. Let's try and do that. Oh yeah, I have a button for that. Command E. Use my stream deck to tell Sammy to tell my OBS to tell YouTube to put a chat in. So I don't have to type it in. And we'll see if that loads up. If not, I'll just type it in. Either way, how you guys doing? Okay then. It's been a weird week. It's always been weird. It's slowly been more and more. It's been more hit or miss when I go into my day job work. And my boss doesn't know either when I go in or not. It's based on what I have to do. So it's been hit or miss whether or not I have enough stuff to do, I guess, to warrant going in for the day. So yeah, it's just been try to tell them that we're like more of a, you know, a real schedule maybe. Rather than just being like, well, you don't have stuff to do, so don't even come in tomorrow. It's like, oh. So I've been saying, hey, can I, you know, he has like a schedule board of all of our of the whole work crew, and then says, you know, lays it out, and then says, oh, well, you know, you'll be in here on Monday, but then out on Tuesday, for people that are, you know, having to do holidays and such. But then he wrote TBD all the way down this whole week to say that who knows if you're coming in any of these days for this whole week. So that I took that as a whoa, you know, like that woke me up as a sign, like, wait a minute. That means I can't plan my schedule of my whole week now, because I don't even know whether or not I'll even be in the next day. So I'll try and tell them next week to say, hey, can we have some sort of, you know, schedule? I know it's based on what I have, but it's like, it'd be nice to try and compromise. So anyway, I did have some time to work on this. Boop boop. Let me check to see if it, okay, cool. I'm on the right page. Okay. So I did work on this a little bit. It looks slightly more or less the same, but under the hood, there's some stuff that I did. Yeah, it's not that much, but at least it almost works. It's becoming more or less a game as I continue, but oops. Yep. I mean, I was just trying to shrink it so you can see a little better. Okay. So what I got is I figured out why the scrolling backgrounds wasn't working. It was working. The parallax itself works. So you can see how the clouds are different speeds. See the topper clouds move a little faster, and then the back, there's like farther away clouds. I added some, I guess I can play music as well. There we go. I added some particles. Makes more sense if we're rolling along. This makes more sense. I got to the point where I've implemented a bunch of stuff, but they're not quite working as I would like to, or at least not as intended. So I can add particles, but I don't know how to get rid of them or programmatically turn them off. So, yeah, would like to be able to say, you know, if rolling, you know, turn on particles, but if jumping, maybe turn off, or, you know, something like that. So, we got this far. I had a little bit of sound effects. Can't hear them. And just turn, if I turn music off and then boost this up just for a sec. A little bit of a sound. And then as we roll, I get a little sound, snow sound effect. Change this back. So yeah, I added sound effects and particles and try to make the background scroll and try to work on the animation, but the animation itself, couldn't really figure that out yet. I added animations, but it's not doing the right animation that I wanted it to. I'll show that. And then here's the edge of the world. So we can kind of fall off that if we want. Yay! Into the void. Oh! So, yeah. that was the whole week or so, trying to get that stuff out. But, yeah, so we got the background and parallaxing, and then we got the ball. Which I do have, let's see. Looks like might have got rid of the... Nope, I got this. I thought I had the animation player. Guess that's gone. Oh well. At least I got this though. Whee! They added the sound effects. It seems like you had to have a separate node for every single type of sound effect. Which is gonna get a little clumsy, as, you know... There could be like a whole bunch of different sound effects that you want, and had to have like its different node here for every single one of them. But yeah. So script wise, this looks a little bit more filled in. We're still only like less than 30 lines of code here, but I'm sure if I just add more sound effects, that'll just add it up. And it's really only like, is there one function? And it just has a whole bunch of ifs and else's. But yeah, basically everything that I showed you is all here. What's going on? I wonder if I could probably extend or maybe make some of these on public or something. Here's I was trying to figure out how to make some of these work, the particles and the audio work. So thankfully there's a nice help system, so you can kind of open documentation. I think that goes into a website, but already in here is the nice helper stuff. What I can't figure out is how to just make it so I can say, hey, please start or stop. Because with the particles, I can say it's emitting or not, but then I can't say, hey, please stop. Yeah, I got all of these. I got signals, and all of this should work, but I'm just not sure. I haven't found a video or any kind of tutorial or any kind of help to know what to do, because we got all these other stuffs that I can do. Curves and FPS and all of this is the same as what's in here. This is explaining everything that's on the right side here. But yeah. So I think I just added not too much more to it than just adding the sound effects. So I had to add new variables for every single sound effect to say this is the variable name for the sound effect, and then this is the node. So the little money sign means to look at the node tree here and say, oh look, here's SFX Snow Walk, find this node, and then this is what is going to affect. And then using this name, I can say use this name and then do an action that would relate back to the node, which would be play. So, and then only do it during this variable. It gets complicated, but that's really the not super basics, but at least it's semi-intermediate to figure that stuff out. Good thing is I've been doing coding with Sammy enough that I did some Sammy work last night. I added a couple stuff. So this is what I've been working on to make some coding here, just making all these blocks to say, basically just to have, it just resets a media file and then just plays it, and then when it's done, turn it off. So, but yeah, there's a little secret that if anyone says hi or hello, a little animation will play. So if you guys want to try that out, we'll have that going. Okay, but yeah. Season animated sprite, which is and then plays different animations. Let's see. Oh, there we go. We did it! Yay, how was that? Thank you, Adorable Kingdom being an owner. Welcome. So there you go. Thank you for that. Yeah. So that works with, I can check to see what the rules are. Triggers. So if you say hi, hello, and hey, then they'll all trigger that same animation. They're the same animation, but at least it'll kind of cover some ground to say that that'll play that. So yay! So thank you, Adorable, for being the first guinea pig to make sure that even worked. I can't really test it, obviously, you know, to see if it works live without being live. So thank you for that. So yeah, wanted to see. I mean, there's a million other things I want to do with this, which is outlined here in my Toon Boom. Let's see. Yeah, thank you. Turn the music up a little. Okay. Let's see. Let's turn Derpy off for a second here. So this is my really bad flowchart for the game. This is my design doc, I guess. We made this like the first week, a couple weeks ago. So I've only really made half of this one area. But yeah, I want a lot more, but I've just been trying to get all the pieces and assets ready so I can really go to town on it. Basically, there'll be a menu, different buttons. If you start a level, then it'll play the level. Have options for music and sound effects, or quit to just exit. There'll be a shop for hat shop, some other mini game, and then all the achievements. And we said different types of achievements, and then you get rewards. That's hats and money, I guess, for doing well at the game. This cutscene. But basically the game is just like you're just gonna be rolling down in the snowball, and then different obstacles will appear, and then you have to jump over with your snowball to jump over it. So it's kind of like the Google dinosaur no Wi-Fi game, or some endless runners. Let's see. Welcome. Hello, Mike. And then there'll be different items, and good and bad items, like a shield that'll protect you for either a certain amount of time or something. A good muffin will give you a heart up, but a baked bad will destroy your heart or something. And then you get money. And if you get money, then you can go into the shop and then buy different colored hats. And the hats are for fun. Last night I actually had like a try to figure out if I wanted to give hats stats. Hello. Do you normally program, or is this your first? This is technically my second game. My first game is Sunny's Dream. I can link that in the description here. Let me go find it. It's on itch.io. You can download it or it can run in browser too. I'll get the link to that. Hello. Beep. There we go. Yeah. This one? No, not really. Oh, tab I had open. Okay. Nailed it. Yay. Good. So yeah, I can either play within the browser with that play game button. Hello. Oh, that was I looked at the stream replay and I saw it. That was in live. Let's see. I don't know. I've been doing these streams for a couple years now, like weekly, and it's hard to tell. I guess I've never been popular, I guess. Even if I've have 10 videos have like a couple million views, but recently hasn't been too much staying or really tracking power. It's hard to unpack that kind of a question right now, because there's a lot to that, and it's like a lot of stuff that's like I could probably explain, but it's like I can't really for sure say it. So yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Sunday Stream is my first published game. It's a visual novel made over RenPy. So I know RenPy enough to make that kind of a game. So that's why I'm like trying to fumble around with Godot. Is that I've never done a Godot game before. This is what the software is called, Godot engine. So that's why I'm trying to figure this out, and I'm like, I don't know how to do this. It's good I've never used Godot software engine yet. But I've done RenPy and I've done a game for that, so I've made a game, but yeah. So anyway. Let's see. Oh yeah, I was gonna say whether or not I wanted hats to give stats. But at this point, I'll be just happy to even get, the one. Make this actual game, I'll be happy with that. If I don't do everything that I want, every single thing and then every possible thing also, I'm like, that'll be okay. I was gonna try and release it like next week or somewhere around the 20th. So not this Sunday, but maybe like next Sunday, that's 22nd. I was gonna try and do that. But as it's been a little slow, as I have to like literally learn every single process in Godot, there's a lot. If I try and add, I can show. I think these are just the basics. So I have to learn basically every single aspect of Godot to be able to make the game. The good thing is that I know enough regular-ish programming. And the good thing is that the scripting language is a little closer to what I'm used to. Godot uses its own, you can also use C++ or something else with regular scripting. But Godot specific engine uses, it's kind of similar to C++ and Python. And the good thing is that RenPy use Python for scripting. So, and Python is famous for having indents and all these kind of like tab-ins. And they matter. Like if I move this over, it probably won't work. Yeah, see? It's like, wait a minute, buddy. Uh-oh, that's not tabbed over. Oh, and then it just freaks out. So you have to like tab it over. And then it's like, oh, okay, I understand. So, Python is famous for that, where it's like, has to make sure that it's tabbed over and it matters. Otherwise, if I think some other game engine stuff, it's like, oh, yeah, buddy, all right, and everything's on one line on the, not tabbed, and like everything's on one, over. You'd be like, oh, okay, sure, But Python and I guess Godot is like, it has to be exact like this. So, I don't know. Let's see what you got. Hello. That does not make sense. I don't know why they remove brackets in coding language. I'm not sure what you mean. I know a lot of the syntax is very different between different, I mean, it is like learning a whole new language is literally what this is. It's like learning all the little, how, let's see. How nouns work, how verbs work, how adjectives work is different between every language. And so it's kind of like this, where it's like, whoops, if you use, you know, a money sign, this means something. But if you use a different language, coding language, then it'll mean completely different style. If you do HTML or something, I think you have to do, then it won't work if you don't do the semicolon or something at the end, which is like the way to say break or something, you know. But I guess Python and Godot doesn't need. That's what I think the first language I tried to learn had this semicolon at the end, so I got used to that. So, yeah. Hello. Hi, cool guy. Let's see. Brackets are in if loops, like if flipping. But Lua and Python don't have those. Oh, that's probably why I don't recognize it then, because if Python doesn't have it. Huh. Yeah, I think I'm probably the most versed in Python, and I don't know. I think probably HTML and maybe CSS. So I never really learned C++ or ++, or probably the more basic ones. So, so I coded my website with HTML. I don't know how else you would, but yeah, my YoshiGreenwater.com I made myself. I coded all that. That's been fun. How you doing, cool guy? But yeah. So instead of trying to add more stuff that I don't know how to do, I was thinking of just working on some assets and working on. I want to make it like a background and start making hats and stuff. I also wanted to do a poll, but I haven't decided on what title I want to give this. Obviously, it's a little semantic, but I'll just write this in. So game title will either be a Derpy Snowball or Derpy Snowball. Because at Derpy is kind of like how I make my videos. Is that it's always been a Derpy blank. But it's also trying to make it so it'd be kind of like a cool game title where it's like Derpy's, you know, super cool game. So let me know on that. Or I guess, yeah, try and think of like what you would rather click on as a game. If I do A, then it'll be sooner in the alphabetical list, but it probably won't, you know, that won't matter too much with the analytics, I guess. But yeah, choose one that you think you would be more resonating to, like, oh, I'll click that as a title, I guess, or that sounds cool, or whatever. Right now we're 50-50. I'll let that run for a little longer then. And then, yeah, maybe we'll wait for some other people to join in then later. Either way, I wanted to add a background to game. Because right now, all we got is it's clouds. I just wanted to add a little bit more depth. I wanted to add some mountains and trees and such. So let's do that. Let's go to I have everything. Okay. I also wanted to fix the ground, and actually have it be more actually have it be like more flat and be like an actual incline. So so then I can actually have the physics maybe work a little better. have gravity actually maybe pull it down. So as you saw, like there is gravity in here. Where if I fall off the edge on one side, there is physics where she can fall off. So that's what I would want, is to say like, hey, maybe this was more of an incline or something. I could fix this, because this is weird. Yeah. Want it to be in this runner where she'll be like just in the middle, and then I can either fake all of the physics, because I don't want her to actually move back and forth. The only thing I want to really happen is gameplay wise is that the only thing you do is press jump. So she'll just be rolling along in the center, and then you just press button to jump. But then I'll probably have to cheat everything to make the land scroll and the background scroll. So it'll still look like this, but everything else is just going across. So I don't know if I can grab that. Oh, not really. Like that or something. Anyway. Yeah, I'll have to add some sort of initial velocity or something. But at this point, I don't know how to do that, so I was gonna leave that for later. And all this other stuff I gotta add to. So yeah, I'm probably gonna delay the game from my initial, like, I'll get this done in 2 weeks, to maybe a month. Might be January 20th instead. So just gonna let you know on that then. Yeah. Let's add a background. Let's add a new. Gotta go back to Toon Boom and just start making new assets so I can plug them in to Godot here. So we could add some mountains. So that'll be. They have to be a. Yeah, you can't have. Well, I guess trying to layer it. It'd be above, left to right. So we got a house, the hill in front, the mountains next, then the clouds, then the sky. I think that makes sense. And I want it to be tileable, so I'll have to make sure on that. Get a color. Let's see what kind of colors we got. This is Derpy's colors. We got the background colors. Let's add this in. I'm thinking maybe more. Let's get closer to this, but maybe just more blue and darker. Let's try and add a square. I want it to be a perfect square. So I want the left and right to be the same exactly, and then I can tile it horizontally. So something like that, and then just make sure that that works, and then go from here. So what I want is just to have a whole bunch of mountains. But I need it to be. I guess I could either end it. Yeah, it's little. These are the edges. I could just have it so it just kind of starts here, right? Yeah. So it just has to start like that, I think. And you just have some smaller ones and big ones. Maybe a tall, big one, medium that, and then a tall that one. Okay. So what I got is my base. My beautiful temporary sketch, and then my actual drawing will be in vector, and then I just draw it out. So now, so I'm on a new layer, and now I can just kind of go through and see where everything is. Could draw it freeform and just use what I have, actually. Or not. And just kind of go. How we doing on that poll? Still 50-50, so that's fun. I guess it's, can go either way. Guess we'll figure it out. Obviously I got time to figure it out. My code name is just Snow. So, not the most creative name, but let's see. Let's paint. Ah, that'll do it. Okay. Select, delete, and I can use. Let's add some mountain tops. So I'm going to use a stroke tool. And I'll kind of just mask inside of here. So I don't have to worry about edges. Something like that. That can work. Yeah, more snowy tops probably work better. Don't want to distract too much. Just gotta make it much lighter. That can work. Okay. And we'll get rid of our extra layers. Okay. So I want just a regular old display on here, just so I can only see this. That'll work. And display mountains. So this needs to be moved. Okay. Can either make it big. Yeah, I could probably just fill the whole screen with it. And then squish it down inside of Godot, I guess. And then just kind of stretch it out, I guess. Not sure. Try to use the space I have, but it's like, guess that'll work. That'll be fine. Okay. Let's find my right node is somewhere. It's being used here. So I'm gonna write it to a specific place on my desktop. There we go. Just gonna call this mountains on a specific thing. We're gonna put it inside the picture inside of the Godot folder. Let's go to games. Actually, Godot folder, snow game, assets, background. Call the folder, call the mountain, and then export an exact frame, 70 apparently. And if we open up that folder, let's see, snow, assets, background, mountains. Okay, let's now if we go back into Godot, it reloads. Beep. So now we're back here. Let me get you guys. There we go. So now we got background, and now we got mountains. Can I rename it to BK Mountains? Okay. So, we got one asset that's new, so we can go back into background level scene, and then say I want a new parallax layer. So I can copy paste this, and say set a BK cloud, mountains, and we'll change the texture. I think I can I just replace that? Beep. There we go. Okay. So that's working. Offset animation. This is for the screen. It's upset about something here. Parallax layer only works when set as a child. Ah. See, the parallax layer 2 is actually connected to parallax layer 2, which needs to be connected to this. It's not happy. There's a little bit of a gap, but actually that's not bad. Where can I change that part? Offset. Let's see if this does. Oh, that does the Y. Yeah, let's put that down 200. And then where would be the offset mirroring 1920? We could probably just do 1900. A little more than that. 10 times that. Get that a little closer. We'll just see what that looks like. Okay, so now we got mountains. So it's not the same speed as the far away clouds. So in theory I can move... What should I do? I could make the... If I have the clouds, these clouds be behind, then I need them to move slower, which means I need to move the mountains slightly faster. The close clouds are 0.5. Far clouds should be slower, at 0.1, I think. And then this can be 25, I guess. Save that. So there we go. So now we got a little extra backgrounds going on. Let's see how this works. Whee! So how's that? There we go. I want to see if I can add, if I can set the Z offset. I'm not sure how to do that. Show behind parent, top level. I'm gonna see whether or not just doing this. Whoop. What did that do? Whoop. Hi. Welcome. I'm gonna put the mountains to top layer and see if that doesn't change anything interesting. What was that about clipping children? Allows the current node to clip child nodes, essentially acting as a mask. What the? Ordering? Ah, Z-index. I'm gonna put you to 1 and see if that goes on top. I want to see if I can add something above everything else. Seems to still be there. I want to see if I can set the Z-index to be... Z is relative. Let's see. If true to Z, the node's Z-index is relative to its parent Z-index. Whoa. If this node's Z-index is 2 and its parent's effective Z is 3, then this node's effective Z-index will be 2 plus 3 equals 5. You got that. There'll be a test on this. What's this? Y sword enabled? Oh god, there's more. Oh, that's probably important. I'm gonna turn this off and then just want to see if I can render the mountains above literally everything else, or if I need to do another parallax background and then somehow set that above. Well, yeah. Let me see if I can. This is the way that's gonna do the frame buffer, where it's gonna do parallax background, run that, then it's gonna put the player on top and then render the ground. So if I render the background above everything else carefully, I wonder, it's still part of the ground though. I want to put it off. Can't not put it. I want it not to be connected to that, but I want it to be part of this, but part of that. Will it run the background on top? No. Or because some other features? So even if it is, okay. Well, I got mountains. Isn't that cool? Pretty neat, huh? Okay. This is what I mean. Like, I can get somewhat close to my vision and then kind of get hung up on, like, I want something else to happen, and it's like, oh, how do I do that? So, okay. So got that. Let's work on hats next, because I think that'll be more fun for you guys. Let's see. So we got our roly-poly derpy. So what I can do is see if I can add a hat. So we have a hat top here. Got that hat. And then hat palm. Okay. So I see that the layering of the hat will mean that it has to be, that the ear will have to be part of it. I'm wondering if that ear will be, because if I want to swap out the hats, I'm thinking that if I add, I'm thinking ahead that I'll probably have to have the hat, and then I'll have to include the ear as part of that as well. So I do this. This is what I'll have to export separately and say, here's my new hat, but it just happens to have the ear, so the ear could be on top. I think is what I'll have to do. I'm gonna see whether or not this specific frame is used on anything else. How can I see? X-sheet can tell me. Looks like it's... Where are you? That top is using 6. Now where are we? That top is using 5. Okay, and changes here. So I'm using 6 for this, apparently. Okay. Also, I'm missing ear. Okay. Can I add ear? Other ear. Up to the end. There we go. I don't know what was happening there. Okay. So I do use that 6 frame. So if I edit this, it'll edit the other one that I showed at the end of the animation. So I'll have to, if I wanted to change this, I'll have to make a new duplicate of it. Ooh, next for another 2 votes. There we go. Now we're up to 4 votes. Thank you for that. for the game title vote. That means one person chose that one. Interesting. Okay. Let's go and do ideas for different color hats. So what I want is to have some sort of a hat shop where if you get a cool win, it's like, oh man, you got a whole bunch of scores. Oh, that means you got so many coins. Oh, you can use your coins to buy new hats for Derpy to wear. So I had some ideas here. It'll be like some sort of muffin hat and like a whole pirate outfit, and then different colored hats. Some will be, we'll figure out like the rankings of them, I guess, later, to be like, oh well, this dumb blue, solid blue hat is just gonna be, you know, 1 coin, and but like the pirate might be 500, and then some solid gold hat will be like 1,000,000 or something. So yeah, let me know what you guys want, and I'll start to work on those. If we have ideas for different types of hats, I'll be all ears for that, because I'll just be working on trying to figure out what I want to do here too. I'll just try and get the ones I have data before, and then I'll let you guys, yeah, let me know now. I'll be open to that. So we got one. I guess we could just duplicate this into a different color and then say, wow, cool hat, huh? I think what I want to do is put the pom-pom also inside of here as well, so I don't have to make sure I'm also including that or not. Go here and just add it in. Okay. I see. You got this hat, and we can recolor the pom-pom to be... see if this works. There we go. So that's one hat. And we can go back to that first one that we had. And let's make a duplicate of this one, and then add the pom-pom into this one, but keep it the same color as it was before, which I'm not sure. New one. Go back to 8. New one, color. Okay. So now I got this, and we got this. Okay. I'm thinking textures, I'm thinking specials. Let's see. Look at Wumblebee. DLC. Let's see. DLC and microtransactions. No. So I'm not sure how to implement that. I could barely just make, you know, this game run. And even this isn't really running good. So, we got a jump and we got a roll. That's as far as I got. So you think I can figure out how to program microtransactions? But yeah, I won't. It'll be a free game all the way through. The only thing you'd be buying will just be the hello. Will just be the hat shop itself, and these will just be with in-game coins. So I was thinking that there'd be some obstacles where, so I can draw that. Show my right layer. Have some sort of obstacle where it'll be like a little bit of a tricky jump or something, and then you'll like have some sort of big old stump or something, and then like Mario, there'll be like a coin jump arc thing, and so you can try and get the coins by jumping in the exact right. To get the coins, you have to like jump in exact like wow, you know, right timing and everything. So you'll be getting coins, in-game coins, by, you know, doing good with the jumpings here. But I'll try and make these, I'll make these like rare, you know, like, oh, this might only show up like 10% of the time or something, and then have like some sort of other line of coins, you know, might be like 20% of the time. But then to get something that has, you know, like a whole bunch, you know, it'd be like, whoa, man, that's a whole bunch of coins, you. And this will be like 5% or less, so less than 5% of the time. Every time an object will spawn, you know, I can set probably like some sort of probability of it showing up and be like, oh, well, to get this amount of coins, it'll be rare or something. Just so you'll have a chance to get more coins than to buy everything. So yeah. I know with Sunny's Dream, I did my visual novel game. I linked that earlier in the chat. For that, I'd had the game free and then had an extra goodie bag of some kind. So, which actually worked out pretty well, honestly. For being a free game and my first game, I actually, well, I got a profit, but I don't know if it was profitable for the amount of time I spent on it, honestly. But I did get money. Very, very, very generous people paid for either the goodie bag. So the goodie bag is an optional download, priced at $1 USD minimum, and so it includes, you know, all this fun stuff of this fancy art book that I made, which actually took a bit to make an art book, MP3s of all the musics, a grand staff sheet music of PDFs of the music, and then a walkthrough to get all the endings. So yeah, if you just download it, then it gives you this to say, this game is free, but the developer accepts your support by letting you pay what you think is fair for the game. This is just how Itch.io just says it anyway. I didn't write this, but so you can do free and say no thanks, just take me to download it for free. Or you can pay for it and then, or, jeez, all this kind of fun stuff. So, but yeah, you can literally just play it through the browser here, and it'll run through the RenPy engine web thing going on here. So, it takes a bit. That didn't really optimize it for the web initially, so it does take a bit to load up. But once it gets going, it's pretty good. Yay. So, and then the game works. So yeah, you can play it through the browser here, and it's pretty fun. So, yay. I might do something like this for Snow Game. Where I'll just have like some sort of goodie bag, and then make that one. So it'll be like a separate collector's edition in a way, where it's like, oh well, if you want other stuff, or you know, or regularly downloading it, you can name your price basically. Would be how I would do something like that. So but thanks for asking about that though. That's fun. What was that? Oh, I was just searching for Sunny's Dream. It showed up everything else. Interesting. Let's see. Gotta reset everything. There we go. Okay. So yeah, it'll be that kind of setup. So, what kind of hats would you like? Would you like a green hat? Would you like a something fun? So now we got 2 hat. Let's see. What kind of colored hats would you like to buy? That'll be cool. Let's see, let's add a new thingy. You could do like a candy cane. Do like red and white stripes. Maybe more purpley. Would it be kind of like this stripey? Oops. Oops, I put the strings on the wrong layer. Oh. There we go. Oh, that looks cool too. I'll just go white though. Light pink. And then make this same accent. There you go. And then we could have a whole bunch of ones like these, I guess, with stripes. Maybe have a whole category of that. What else? Maybe textures, or we could do like little stars on it or something. Let's go. I wish I knew how to just draw a star. I wish I had like a stamp for like a star. Because otherwise this sort of works, but then I have to still finagle it. That actually worked pretty good. Better than what I expected, so I'm happy. Beep, 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 beep. A little less. I think I moved it. Yeah. I'm trying to get rid of the outline fast, but in my hubris, I am... Uh-oh. I'm just trying to get rid of these lines, but... Well, I'll just do it the old-fashioned way. There we go. And then... Try to make it into one... Thought this would flatten it. Oh well. Okay. Let's put you on a new layer. Let's put you on a new layer. Copy paste. Let's do star. Oh, we already got stars. I want to add like some other little dots maybe. Let's do a huge little decorations. And then we'll recolor it. Let's do... I'm thinking purple gold. Let's do purple for these, and then gold for the base. And then we realize that looks bad. Let's go back to here. When in doubt, just go monochrome. And monochrome just means to have it be all the same, sort of, literally the same like color, basically. The same hues, like, this would be my hue slider, so I want it to be the same sliver there. And then I also like to just stay more in the left side here, so I can kind of make it something like that. And if anything goes over, I can then clip it. Flatten, delete. Okay. And then pom-pom. You can be my accent. There we go. Okay. That's pretty neat, huh? So what do we got? So we got our basic blue, kind of purpley, got our candy cane, we got our neat there. We could probably play more with the pom-pom too. We can make the pom-pom a star. Let's see if I can grab all that. Nope, copy. And go to pom-pom, paste that. Is that fun? Whee! Okay. Would you want like different, you know, I guess more possibilities better. Be like, oh, I like a solid, and then it's like, oh, I want a stripe, or like, oh, I want like some sort of pattern, and then would you want like 2 or 3, you know, variations of each one to be like, oh, I want stripe, but I want a green, or I want these stars, but I want it in a different color? Or is it just like, oh, you know, it's a star, and I'm like okay with that, and then whatever color it is, that's fine. So with the shop method, I can have it be, you know, just have a whole bunch of them and just have it scroll down and just have like a million different versions, and then just have a couple, I guess, be these are like the ones that are going to be more elaborate or more special or something, have these be rare. Want to have them, if I make these be achievement only gettables, I think I also want it to be also a gettable. I also want you to be able to buy it with regular coins too, but they'll be special and just be worth a lot more. So if there's like a specific achievement that you can't get, then you can still buy it. I think it's probably going to be good to leave you open to that. Because otherwise I was thinking that the achievements be get X amount of progress, you know, just beat level 2, you know, avoid X amount of things, jumped over X 2 times, Y times, and then rewards be had some money. Probably not money, because you probably, if I set it up with you get a lot of money sometimes, then probably just getting money is probably not that great. It's probably just keeping it in hats, would just be the achievements, rewards. The only thing you're really striving for is just to collect all the hats. Let's do a rare one. Let's do the pirate one. So that'll be a completely different shape hat. So we'll just go flat, and then I'll just sketch it on here. Let's probably look up what a pirate hat looks like first, but at least I'll just get that going. There we go. Yeah, I would not have thought of that. Okay. So we'll do the hoo, and then wow. I think there's less here. keep it inside. If I make the hat too big, then it'll go outside the hitbox. As it rolls along, the hitbox inside of here will probably hit that instead. And then you'd be like, whoa. Actually, well, you probably get confused if you then don't get hit. Because the hitbox should only be around the ball, at the edge of the ball. So if the hat goes outside here, you'd be like more wary to make sure that you don't get hit. But then if you do get hit, then I don't know. Welcome back. I'm working on hats. I made a couple here, but if you like to give me a request for a different type of hat, a different color, or some sort of speciality. Right now I'm working on a pirate hat, but if you have an idea for a type of reward hat, let's see. Yep. I guess this can be just a muffin. There you go. And then some sort of string here. Like that. Then we could do an eye patch. Okay. Do I want to do a peg leg? I don't know. Should this have a little icon on it too? I guess it'd be the same design on it. Look it up on Google. See if there's anything else that pops up. Ooh, a heart. Oh, that'd be cute. And then fill this with, yay. Fill this in. A little less filled in. And make this black. And I guess we can make this same kind of color. Red for all of this too. Oops. There you go. Okay. What you think of first episode of Derpy Very? Was that the first episode? I thought it was still a trailer or whatever you were trying to show me, or whatever was on your YouTube channel. That was still like a teaser. Yeah, I think the animation and the storyline are really good. It's hard to, I know, it probably goes, you know, people would say to me like they don't understand the story, and it's like, yeah, I can see why when we're trying to watch someone else's. It's like, yeah, not having dialogue or any kind of, it's hard to mime, Pink. You have to be like really into like Mr. Bean or, you know, Charlie Chaplin or something to, and really study that to be like how to tell a story without or minimal dialogue. It's probably going to be your best kind of resource to see just how they would go about visually storytelling. Because otherwise, I felt like I was just watching a little bit of vignettes of mismatched stories of not really knowing what's going on. Which is fair, because you can always turn it back on me and say like, yeah, that's how my stories are. And it's like, yeah. So, yeah, it's just my initial impressions, so. Ooh. Okay. Pirate. What else did I want? Oh yeah, this weird spring sign. Let's do that. Let's sketch it out and then draw it. So I want this, that's to be pretty small. And then, I guess, well, what do you expect to be the logo here? Maybe that. Okay. I want... I'm just gonna keep using the same colors. Add some, well, I guess we could add some depth to it. Let's do that. If I do this, well, that'll add, oops. Yeah. Bring these in. Want it dark, but not like dark. Want it to be cardboard. Ooh, it could just be cardboard. Yeah, we could do that. And then have some sort of... We could do it on some sort of texture. This won't be... I was gonna say it's not really rendered, but I guess it'll still be rendered in game to figure out how to draw the picture. But I won't have to worry about me just working on this. Yeah, I don't like the texture of it. Well, actually, let's see what it looks like with the... Oh, now it's gone. It's like it never existed. It's like I never drew it. When it actually renders this. Sure. I feel like the perspective's a little much. So what I can do is try and grab this bit. And wonder why Jim Boom likes it. Yeah. Whoa. Beep. Flatten that back out. Okay. And this side too. Woo. Nope. Gotta hold a button to make sure it doesn't fly out that way. Let's see. A little late. Just be a Christmas special. Woo. That'll be fun. Yeah, I think I'll do something different for next week. I'll try and do a special Christmas thing too. Not sure exactly what it'll be, but cause I'm just trying to concentrate on another Derpy test at this point. Just trying, I don't know, just gotta get it done. But are people getting the let's see what I'm thinking. Like midterms? Like winter midterms yet? Just want to see if that's actually happening now or not. So that'll be weirdly fortunate amount of time. Or that'd be a good, you know what I mean. Good timeline thing for the video. It'd be she takes a test, but it's like that test itself isn't really important to the story in the not Derpy test video I'm making. But it'd be a nice coincidence if there was actually like a kids doing midterms at the same time. So that'd be fun. I'm just not sure about you guys or whether or not you're actually doing that or not. I don't know. Oopsie. Let's do repaint. Okay. That's not what I thought. That works. And not to my liking with this, but everything else is going okay. Ugh. Nope. Let's tilt it. I don't know what this means. I don't know why I made this. Okay. I feel like the spring should have some sort of base, I guess. Not sure how it will connect, but there you go. Eh. Sure. Let's see. Thank you, Cookie Boy, for being on my Derpy. Oh, wow. I played a game and can be used to make a video of that gameplay. Whoa, we're going full circle. Wow. Yeah, I don't think you were here, but I think I was gonna. The original plan was to try and get the video game done by the 22nd, which only gives me a week, and I've got as far as this, and so I'm gonna need more time, I think. So I was thinking of now getting it done and released maybe in a month, so like January 20x. So yeah, so I might have to wait a little longer until next year to get to get my game and then your video of my game done. Yeah. So right now my plan is to get another Derpy test done hopefully next week, and then work on the game for another month, and then upload that when it's ready. So that's the forecast, and then yeah. Hopefully then I'll then get back to the movie, and then once I get the next chapter done, we'll see after that. But yeah, so look out for a lot of stuff on the horizon, but it'll just be a little while to get them all. Yeah, let's see. Next round of votes on the poll. I'm looking at it now. It's all pretty close. A lot more closer than I thought it would be. It's less unanimous than I would expect. Interesting. It's like 43-57. 43-57 is huh. Might have to do another poll afterward. Do like a tiebreaker round or something. want to do a robot one now. We got a pirate, and we got to do a robot or a ninja or something. Let's see. Well, I can look up what I had my robot had. I had my cardboard robot. I'm gonna look through my files here. Let's see. Yeah, do some sort of cyborg. Yeah. I'm gonna see what my looking through my thumbnails. Let's see what I did for Robot Derpy. Oh yes, my AI. When I did the let's make a character out of a random ChatGPT font prompt. Yeah, this was it. So we got the little antenna, and then change your eyes, and then mouth, I guess. Okay. Let's make that. Yeah, like stuff like this will be the more expensive, or you have to do a tricky achievement thing. Stretching. Rather. Yeah, it's a little Wumble or something. What's the name of the Reddit avatar? Logo guy. And yep, Derpy Paradox, I think, is the original of that. Very good. Let's see. I won't forget, unless I don't know what that exactly means. I'm autocorrected into drink water, and I think I should. Thank you. Mm. Mm. Okay. Ba-ba-ba-dooey, I need a new one. Boop boop ba-dooey. Okay, so do the same process. Underlay. Again, something like that. So what we're gonna do is, I guess we could do like I want to do like a cardboard box, I think, where it'll just cover her whole head, maybe. Or I could just replace her head carefully, kind of thing. It'll cover her whole head as a box, and then we just make sure that covers. It's a little Minecrafty in a way, but we'll make it a robot. Now I can do whatever I want on here, because it'll be on top now. You could have square eyes, and then some sort of square mouth, and then just still. And then make this into something like that. What else? Maybe some switches or something. Make this into like a button or switch or something. And then what do we got? I want this to be like drawn on crayon. That's also what I want. Oopsie. I'll just enlarge it the old-fashioned way. Okay. You make effects where when Derpy falls for the first time, the ball is small, and when Circles a lot, ball becomes big. That was one of my ideas. Thank you though. So I think I drew this. I was initially like had her be like sideways view, and then over time the ball would get bigger and then like eclipse her, I guess, and then the ball would slowly get larger over time. If I could even get, you know, 1% of my ideas working in a game, I think I'll be happy. I either need to have that be some sort of animation, maybe, or have it variably process the scale of it. But I have to like only do the ball, which means I need to separate the ball as its own thing, as own element, which I can do that. I'm not even sure how to even put the hats on at this point either. How to programmatically put a hat on top and then have it be the hat that you choose. I don't even know how to do that. I'm just hoping that if I, you know, will this into existence, it'll work. Good thing is that my dad is not really he's a programmer. It's not quite his day job, but he definitely does a lot of programming. That I told him that I was trying to do a video game like this, and he was like, oh, let me look up what language it is. And it's like, well, Godot uses its own scripting language, and he was like, you tab things in to make it work? And I said, yeah. And he was like, whoa, that's I don't know about that, that's weird. And I was like, oh no. So and everything here is very, very, very specific to Godot itself. Because a lot of these processes are literally using the different nodes of how Godot calls it, you know? So all these are very, very specific to how Godot would call something. Like if I try to make something like this inside of Toon Boom, it wouldn't be GPU particles, you know? What are these mesh instances? What are these parallaxes as a thing, you know? Sprite 2D, there's no Sprite 2Ds in Toon Boom, you know? It's like trying to figure all this out. So, yeah. Let's see. I sure hope I can even, yeah. If I can have her just fall down a cliff, I'd be happy. That is a good idea. I saw that in your video that you had. So I can add that in as an idea. I'll draw that in just so it'll remind me. So, as we go along, let's see. Right there. There we go. Whoa. Let's try to get rid of. Try to keep some of this. So as we're rolling, I'm deleting everything, aren't I? Oh well. Oh well. From the first trailer, right? Yeah. So we'll have this as a black line, and then you had it kind of go up like this or something. I feel like that would just make it go, whoa, wouldn't it do that? So you need some sort of ramp or something. So I guess it could be down and then some sort of man-made ramp, I guess. Or a log. Or a stump in a particular way. You know, like some sort of stump here. That's enough here. And then a log. And then that's being pushed up here. And then it just has a big boulder on here, and then a log, and then yeah, as Derpy, oops, in Snowball. She goes, ah. And then she goes down here, and then all of this is set up to be like, whoa. Yeah, she goes up. And then flies up. Yeah, she shoots off and flies up. And then I guess there'd be land back, and then you then fall down and then keep going. Something like that. Let's make it all on the side of here. Just so we can see it all. Okay. Okay. So we're going down. We have this huge weird gizmo of rocks and then a tipped over log that's held up by a boulder, and then she goes, whoa, and then she goes pew pew pew, and then she keeps going. And I guess you can have coins, I guess, as you fall and collect those. I don't know. Get rid of those for now. Yeah. That's a good idea. Thank you, though. How does that fare for you over the horizon there? Game of the year. I mean, everyone's gonna forget if I put this in January, but yeah, it'll be really good. Yeah, should I submit it, or is there like a submission box to say, hey, I think this game should be Game of the Year? What are we doing? Right, we're doing Robot Derpy? Let's see where she is. Oh yeah, I hit her. Let's give her back. I think it's loading. There we are. There you are. Okay. It's a little Robot Jonesy. That's fine though. But we'll make it out of cardboard, so it'll be fine. Okay. Let's see. If you want, you can put my trailer on the menu. Ooh, I'll definitely credit you if I do. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I was thinking of having some sort of cutscene where she would just kind of... The opening cutscene has her deliver a letter, and then she's like, what is this weird sign? She kind of gets closer, starts squinting, and starts walking towards it, but then like she trips on a rock, and then she then falls down, and then that's what starts the whole the whole series of events here. I even had like a different, I have like a menu, title menu idea as well. We're never gonna get back to Robot. Where I want the title menu to have some sort of fun. So we haven't really decided on the title. We got 7 votes and it's 43 to 57. So so we'll have the title, and then we'll need a We'll have the mute. So we'll have the music, mute button. We'll have the. I guess we're gonna have a start. We need a start. We need an options. We need a shop. We need a achievements. God. We need a quit after that. Ooh. Graphic design is my passion. And if I decide to do Over the Horizon's idea, that I can do some sort of Over the Horizon trailer as a button, and then you'll be able to watch it there. Let's see. Let's see. So was it a dumb ways to die video game? That there in the menu put a video of said. Oh. The video game has a button to watch the animation. Interesting. Okay. So I was thinking of having some sort of animation where it'd be like a front view or something, and I don't know if this will work. Like some sort of hill, and then it would start where it'd be like frame one of like her going over the hill, or she'd be like in the back here, and then she just kind of goes up and then over the top, and then it has her being huge and like falling down, and then like being an action pose of her going like wow. Be like a freeze frame kind of thing over, then zhoosh into here, and then it'd be like her face in the ball, be like ah, and then her like here, and then it was just kind of go whoa, as it kind of goes like and like freeze frames here, and this is her in the title screen. Then grab everything. And then I guess as it kind of loops into her kind of going like, whoa, maybe some small pulse there or something. It's probably a little larger, maybe. Let's see. Yeah, let's get her. Yeah. Yeah. It's an animation to just exaggerate everything you can. So I'm gonna. It's one of the principles of animation is exaggerated. Okay. I guess you could just kind of animate her as like she's like 3D, like rotating, and then like from back here be like ah, and then get all the way down to here, and just like a rolling as she kind of goes. So we'll have her back here, and then just kind of rolls woo, 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 in 3D with her face kind of going like, you know, down here, and then appearing from the top from up here, and then like stops, and then she's like oh. As everything just kind of goes poof. And I just have way too many buttons. So maybe I could have like some buttons not be here, or like try to combine maybe some of these. I don't know. Menus seem pretty easy. At least you can probably just add a button in Godot pretty easy, but I'm not sure how to have them then do what I want. Quite yet. Okay. Let's see. Right, we're doing the... Probably do the robot face, and this might be it for today. Probably what we can get done. Let's just try and get this done then. Some sort of rough thing here. Okay. What's a good cardboard color? I guess it could be kind of like her base color, but then just kind of dull it out. Maybe more, just like more light and gray. Grayer than I guess usual. Okay. Actually, give me the outlines, and then I will do the unfill. There we go. Because I still need to see what I'm doing here. And let's just draw the rest of this. Or should it be drawn on? I think it should be drawn on, so I'll do a new marker. Could use the one of these. Let's see. Pastel, what do you look like? Whoa. It's not bad. I probably, I don't know if I can change. Yeah, can I change this into a different type? Nah, it just goes away then. It's not like I can change this into a different type of thing here. Rough paper. Small pipe cleaner. Try to see if I can add one with a nice texture. Fuzzy line. Okay. Fuzzy line at 50. It's gonna be pretty loose with it. But the actual geometry of her will be that. Okay. Back to fuzzy line with the darker. Need it to be right size again. Okay, and we'll add the redder antenna again. This could be a darker of this. Oops. Just trying to select it. I think I can make it a little bit smaller. Yeah, let's make it a little lighter. Then I want the ball. What did I have? How did it be? Look back at this one. So I'd add these little stripes and then make the mouth and then the ball yellow. Oops. Okay. Let's color. Let's see what the eyeball color. I can add this in, then go back here, make a new color. As this color, and then slightly. I want to make it more orangey. And then color it. Stripey there. And then the mouth. Be like that. This one? Okay. I seem to have a problem where the bitmaps are doing that. Interesting. So it's layered a little low. I had to get rid of her ear. I think this is a little too dark. And then get rid of her ear. I had to like get rid of her whole face, or I had to keep moving things around, I guess. Something like that. Okay. There is a little bit of a hole. I'll have to figure out what that's about on my own. I'm not gonna try and fix that now. At least I can see if I can see some of these holes. That's the idea. Okay. Whoops. Now we got 8 votes, and guess what? We're literally 50-50. Huh. I guess they're both good, or huh. Well. Huh. I think you can change your vote, right? If it's on YouTube. In the chat there. If you wanted to change it. Because otherwise... Obviously I don't need it today, but... I don't think I'll do another vote. Well, unless we do end up with 50-50, I'll probably have to do another vote if that's the case. Cool. Okay. It's not what I expected. Okay. So got that. I think I wanted to do one more. Let's do one more where maybe like the final one where she'll have where like can change her. I want to give her like a gold one. Like she's made out of either she's made out of gold or like she has a really fancy like glitter. Be like the final achievement and like the most. What's the most extravagant style? Be a crown. Is that cliche? They have a gold crown as the final special. Would a crown that's in the shape of a muffin, or at least has muffin aesthetic-y things? What do we think? Let's see if that even works. Let's brainstorm that then. Okay. Okay. Give me Google images of a muffin crown. Well, that's just a muffin. That's just a muffin with a crown. Muffin shaped crown. Muffin styled crown. Not quite. Not quite I'm looking for. Getting pictures of cupcakes with crowns on top. But I want it to be like shaped where it's a crown that's in the shape of a muffin. Somehow. I'll make it. Okay. Oops, got my fancy brush going on here. Don't need that. Okay. Guess it could be a little small here, but then it'll flare out. This will be where it'll be interesting. Because a muffin would be like this. Honestly, that was pretty good. And then we just bedazzled out of it. Okay. I guess we could have like diamonds here, and then that's not a diamond. Is the music loud? Can't tell. Pretty good. So sequins here, and then go back to Google. So I want to make a little stripes here or something. I don't want it to look like a frosting or anything. I want it to feel like it's made out of solid gold. Give me fancy crown. I just want to see different types of gems. Give me big ruby thingy. And then the fancy that. And then some sort of and then that. And then some sort of little dot up here. And then I can do down here. I think we'll leave that fine. We could have like a second layer of this going on. Is that extravagant enough? Oopsie. Forgot a line. Okay. Just pure gold muffin crown. Okay. Let's see if we can. It's a little wide. I don't even want outlines, so. Okay. Let's see if the silhouette here looks good. Okay. Obviously I don't have to finish this today, but at least enough to kind of get the gist of it here. Okay. Let's use a pen. Let's use a pen. Whoopsie, forgot how to draw. Ah! There we go. See if I can just copy this down, move it over, and then cut the line. Okay. Okay. Let's add these. This would be adding these guys in. These would be like the rubies or gems of some kind. And then smaller ones down in here. Something like that. And then the diamonds can be on a separate level with a square. Copy before I rotate it. Okay. I guess I could have like a smaller mini muffin on top. Is that too much? That. Okay. What do we think of this? Okay. Okay. Not feeling this part of it, but that's what I saw. Yeah, I think I'll get rid of it. I'm not sure if I like that part of it. This little stringy part might be a bit much. This is a little, that part's too much. Okay. Let's do color. So we got this. This can be. This could be a. It's a little dark to be a base. That's a good gold. Problem is that gold is a metal, so it's hard to get the right shade. What do I want? Let's go super light on this part, but still color. Yeah, what do you think? It's pretty good, huh? Okay, let's do more gems. And pull the line a lot of this as I go. That's just me to say. Let's make these. What do we think? The easy part is just changing the colors of these now. Just want to have these be. These could be red, these could be green, I guess. We can try that. New color. Some sort of royal. Oops. Where am I? We're good. And then this part, let's do green. Some sort of emerald color. And then this part will be another gold. Not quite what I want. Let's select this, and I can say post to back. Where's that button? I should have a send to back button, or maybe I have to put it in and then say back. There you go. Okay. Get rid of this. Okay, then it'd just be adding more colors and textures to this, but I think I want to make this color more gray. A little darker, make this color more gray too. Okay, and then we could just add shading in a sense to everything now. Wrong. Did wrong layer. Not quite. Just looking at my reference. I guess it could be more. And then just everything down here. Let's maybe change these to be ooh. Ooh, that's it. Oh yeah, ooh yeah. That's it. And do same thing. Okay, and then diamonds. That'll be a little bit more pointy. Let's do we're doing here. I don't know. And then a little bit lighter. I can reuse one of these colors to see which of these will work. Feeling to make some of these not quite that large, a little larger. I think my transformation's there. So there we go. Okay. There you go. Probably edited a bunch over time, but at least this is a real good starting point that I'm pretty actually happy with. Nice. Okay. Obviously that was really, really quick, but that's pretty dang good. I can make that like hopefully 10 times better later. But that'll be a good starting point for that. And then yeah, go up from there, right? Stretch. Okay. Yep, went a little over for the 2 hours just for getting that done, but I think that was worth it to try and get that looking pretty good. So for the other hats, I guess we'll just make a couple more fun ones. Maybe have bronze, silver, gold variations of the crowns. So it'd be like, oh, you beat level 1, here's a bronze crown. You beat level 2, here's a silver crown. Here's 3, you get the gold crown or something. Or something of either you do beat level 3 or you pay 1,000,000 coins and you get the hat. There's a lot of different ways we can go about it. But yeah, then we got the basic hats. Now this looks really dumb now. Some of these had some fun little texture ones, little patterns. Didn't draw this one yet. But the pirate hat got the wooden muffin sign on a spring. Got a robot. And we got the crown. So, ooh, we got 9 votes. Ooh, we got 1 at 56 now. There we go. So yeah, I will keep working on this, I guess for another month or so. Until it's in a place where everything here it will then be accounted for. Because right now, maybe like 10% of this section here of level 1 is set up. But good thing is that I have the ideas for everything else. So once I get that level 1 done, then I can then make level 2 and 3 hopefully easier. Because then it'll just be reusing the same sort of aspects of it. And then make different all the other screens I need. Like this wind screen based on how you did. And then have a little achievement to say, you got it! And then maybe like equip it or something. Give you the score, then how many coins that score is worth or something. And then in the shop. Because I was thinking you'd be able to change your hat and scarf and shoes. But, yeah. I think it might just be based on the outfit itself. Or it might just be a full outfit kind of thing. So if you choose the green hat, then you'll get the green shirt as well. So unless I can figure out how to separate it and then have 3 times as much work to do. Yeah. I'll definitely think about if I can make the snowball larger over time. And then maybe have it be heavier. So like your jump will be less high or something. Or it needs to jump probably higher because it'll be larger hitbox. I don't know. Something like that. I'll have to figure out the balancing of it. Yeah, probably once I have a quote workable game, I guess I could do like a demo and have like maybe, I don't know, maybe like have the Discord people play the game, just so it's somewhere. And then they'll play it and then give me feedback on that, I guess, and then go from there. But yeah, then I wanted this whole other extra mini game where you would click like a Mario Party mini game where you just click left and right, and then you would build up the snowman, and then you only have like 10 seconds, and then the biggest snowball is good. And then I guess you get score, and then that would make points and coins, and then yeah. And here's a title screen. I think that's it. So yeah, look out for this much later as I try and figure out how to make game. So yeah, look out for this. I don't know when. But yeah, this is what we got so far. Again, just if people came in late. I added the mountains. It's basically the only thing I added on stream, but off stream I added the rotation, particle effects, and like the animation of it rolling, and then made the clouds as she scrolled. Not sure why negative going left doesn't do anything. But yeah, in gameplay, it'll be rolling along automatically. I guess like Subway Surfers or games of that nature, where it'd just be you're automatically running, and then the only thing you do is jump. And then you would just jump over logs and such, and then stumps. And then there'll be, yeah, ways to, those will slow you down. I was thinking of having each level have different rules, and then they'll just get progressively harder. So you'll have like one level where it's pretty mild, and that might be the timed mode, where you only got like 30 seconds or something, maybe like a minute, I don't know. Then maybe level 2 will have different rules. Not sure on that one. And then level 3 will be much harder. It'll go faster at a more inclined plane, and then that'll be endless or something. But yeah, because I was gonna have like sub modes where it'll be like timed versus endless, but because I already have levels, I think that'll probably just work as well, better too. So, but yeah, look how 3D it is. Wow, this is neat. So yeah, it's working. At least this isn't, you know, this isn't glitching, so this is good. Obviously there's more stuff I can do to tidy it up better, or at least animate it better, but at least that's a workable demo. But yeah, once I get like the obstacles and sort of more, yeah, the obstacles would then change the scores, having a HUD for the score, and add coins and such, and then yeah. So a lot to do, but as I'm still trying to figure this out. So yeah. Anyway, okay. Let's see. Should improve the one that rolls snowball a little more. Let's see. How so, Open Horizon? Should improve the one that rolls the snowball. I haven't even got to the minigame one where it's the this one yet. Unless you talk about the actual animation of the rolling itself. I did try to make a animation where it was more fluid instead of having, because right now I just have like these 4 sprites and it just like rotates that. So I guess I can have, I wonder if I can add, I don't think I can. The animation player, I think I can have keyframes and then just kind of say, hey, can I rotate you? And then I can rotate it like this and then keyframe this going on. But yeah, otherwise, either I can just make like 4 of the, make 8 of these and have it be, you know, instead of, whoa, that's new. Instead of having keyframe, I could like have it be 45 degrees, and that'll at least be beep, 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 8 times, I guess. I don't know. I have to make it modular so I can add the hats on, which I'm not sure how to do that. And then how do you have it remember which hat you're using? So a lot of this is, I don't know what I'm doing. So I think there's a lot of documentations about everything, but this is about as deep as it kind of gets. So yeah, doesn't really tell me enough to how to really put this into a code, I guess. It gives me the sort of values here that I want an angular curve. I guess I can set parameter curve value and then figure out what that means and then go to a rabbit hole of what what to do. But yeah, just trying to put that and put it into here sometimes is a little disjointed. Like I might want to see, I don't know, it'd be a lot. I know that they already did this, but it's like to see this with it inside of a sample code, and then I can see what it does. A little playground, I guess, where it has the code set up of each value, and then I can do a min-max and be like, oh, okay. That's what the panning string does. I see. Oh, this is for audio anyway. Let's see. Okay. Let's go to toast time. Beep beep be doo. I'm gonna go take a shower real quick. Boop boop be doo. I'm just gonna reset my VTube here. My tail was going across a lot there. Hello. I brushed my tail. How we doing? Whoops, that happened. Hang on. My OBS went flying. Try to just move it. Let's close some stuff. I don't know where my OBS now is. Hang on, is it behind you? No, it's not. Am I still streaming? Welcome, Wobble. There it is. Whoop. Got hidden. It's like I tried to move it onto a different screen and then like the OBS just like minimized, but then I couldn't maximize it back out. It's really weird. Okay, we're good now. Let's see what our poll is. We got a Derpy Snowball is winning at 56% out of 9 votes. So Does that mean 5 people said a Derpy Snowfall, 4 people said Derpy Snowfall? Interesting. So pretty close. Very, very close. 5 to 4. Well, I'm glad it's odds. That's good. That helps me. But yeah, I know they're very, very similar, so I guess it kind of goes either way. I just didn't know whether or not a Derpy Snowfall would be exciting as a video game title, but I suppose it is for you guys then. At least it's sort of on brand for me, but I don't know if some random person would be like, oh look, a Derpy Snowfall, I will play that. You know, that's catching enough. I guess Derpy Snowfall doesn't add more information either way anyway. Oh well. Okay. $100 subscription in Patreon. Hopefully you're using different currency. My Patreon is the lowest tier is $1 a month USD, and then there's like a $5 USD that honestly haven't really done much to differentiate it yet. I think the only thing I really did between $1 and $5 tiers a month was in the Derpy chapters. I had like a little star next to the $5 tier patrons that they were like, look at you, you got a gold star, thank you. Yeah, the only thing with Patreon is that I would prefer, highly prefer, strongly prefer, to be a paid member, paid patron on Patreon. I've said this a couple times that if you're doing Patreon for free, or if you're a person and you say, hey, I want to support creator on Patreon, and if you say, I'm gonna do it for free, that doesn't help creator. Oh look, there's my the fan art. Yay! Thanks, Agree, for that. That I have all my Patreon posts be set so they're private, and the only way to unprivate so you can actually look at the Patreon post is to be a paid member on Patreon. So that's the only way that really makes sense to me, is that you're paying for the creators, you know, you're paying for the creator to make something, and you're just like doing like a little tip jar each month. It's like you're subscribing to that person per month, like a membership kind of thing. So if you go onto Patreon and say, hey, I'm gonna support you freely, then that doesn't really quantify as any sort of substantial benefit to me if you're doing it for free. So I'm just trying to make heads and tails of that, of like, why would you support someone on Patreon for free if the whole point is to be membership subscribing? I don't want to, like, you know, obviously I'd love your support, but it's like specifically on Patreon, where the whole ecosystem for Patreon is that you're doing it as a membership subscription. Why would you say, hey look, I'm supporting you, but at the end of the day, if I don't have the paid money from you guys, then how does that benefit me? It's just like, I'm just trying to say facts on that, and it's like, wait a minute. So yeah. So yeah, if you're so inclined, I would strongly prefer for you to sign up if you're willing, and if everything works out for you, to do a minimum is $1 USD a month, and then that'll go directly towards me. I get to pull it out every month from you guys, which I super deeply appreciate that. That's awesome. So I deeply love and support you guys, and it's just that weird. That's like, you know, for the free members is like, what? Well, how is that benefiting me? So that's all of that. I don't know why Patreon has that as a feature. Where it's like, yeah, I'll support you, but also, you know, it's just kind of like, you know, if it's like, oh, I don't have enough money to buy lunch today, but if you come up on the street and say, hey, how about a handshake? Because I support you. How about a high five? It's like, cool. That handshake doesn't pay for my sandwich that I'd like to have for lunch today. You know what I mean? So, I can get the exact link to Patreon for you. Let's see. I think it's just me. And then it's one word, it looks like. Not emojis. Stop emojing. Beep. There you go. How do I close emojis? Stop. Close it. I don't know. Anyway, that's the link to get to the Patreon for me. Yeah, I'm looking at it now, and I have 56 total, but 9 are paid, and it's like, but what? If I got $1 from each of those 56, I would like double the amount of money that I get per month. So it's just a little like slightly annoying and frustrating that it's like, please, if you're gonna join, can you at least join as a member? Ugh. So anyway, it's good. We can talk about. Yeah, I understand if you need to do your own personal fantasies to make sure that you're eligible and that it all works for you. Ugh. But yeah. I can't be a member of this group. If you're part of the free member group, then I'm slightly annoyed, honestly. I guess it's kind of like putting a pin in it, and then when you are able to and eligible for joining, then please join when you can. It's more like wrapping a string around your finger and be like, oh yeah, I guess I should do that. But then if you can't forget, then it's just kind of like sitting here for who knows how long until you actually remember to actually join as a member. So, but if you're thinking about it, I appreciate it. If you're on the fence, I understand. But I just personally just don't get why you want to be a free member on a site that's centered around supporting people financially. That's all. Yeah. Anyway. What else we got? I think I told about what we're doing. I'm gonna try again my best to get another Derpy test video animation done hopefully next week. I said that last time. Exactly the same thing. Gonna really try this week and get it done just so I can get back to the video game and then get that done. And I think it'll still work. It's not, I made it so it's not specifically Christmas, so it'll be fine to do it later, hopefully. That it's not specifically a Christmas game, it's more of a winter snow game, so that should still work out if I release it in January. So that's the plan for that, is late January, hopefully, to get this snow game done. And we'll figure out what title we want, I guess. Eventually too. That's what are we still at? But we got 12 votes. Thank you, thank you. What do we got? Okay, now we got 58-42. Very nice. I think 12 votes is a pretty good, sizable, pretty good pool of people. Okay. For right now, it's looking like a Derpy Snowball is going to be the video game title. I think I'm okay with that. I think I'm happy with that. That sounds fine. Let's see. So yeah, those are the big things I'm trying to get done And then to work on is the Nighter Derby test video, and then the snow game, video game. And I think next week, it's gonna get close to Christmas, so I think I'm gonna do a stream, next week's stream. I think we'll do something related to that of some kind. I'm not sure exactly what we'll do. Might have to, so there's not that many people, honestly. It's hard to do like an interactive stream. It's not like last year's we did like, had you guys help me with like making ornaments and having different characters for that, but we'll see. Let's see. Yeah, we're at the end of the stream, Judd. Have you done the poll? The game title poll? I just want to make sure everyone who is here has done that. If you haven't done the poll, please do that. But it seems like most people have. Let's see. Yeah. I got busy. I also got I got into like a mental kind of state where it's like I couldn't work on it, and so that just kind of kept happening. Even still, I haven't really worked on it this week. This past week I haven't really worked on it, so I kind of like need to work on something else kind of first to get myself into like a groove of like getting in creative mode, and then I can kind of go into like, oh yeah, I guess I'm creative enough thinking that I can get back into the animation. But then I get overwhelmed with like some of the shots where it's like, oh yeah, this one, the first shot in the Nighter Derby test is requires like a 3D background with like walking characters and like 10 characters that I want to do, and it's like, ugh. So I just got overwhelmed of like, I can't know, how do I just felt so self-conscious about if I was worthy enough to animate it. I had like, what's it called, where it's like imposter syndrome, where it's like, I'm not good enough. So I got really sad. I was like, I can't do this, and then I didn't, and now I keep trying to push myself into like, yeah, you can do it, and it's like, yeah, work on something else. And so I worked on like another shot for like a half hour and said, yep, I worked on it. I did a baby step and I worked on the animation on a different shot, and then I opened it a couple days later, and then I was like face to face with the first shot, and I was like, no. No, thank you. I've also had like some, should I do idea A? Should I do idea B on a shot, on a different one? And I was like, man, I don't know what to do. It's some complicated shot of Derpy walking into the classroom, and then she needs to pick up a letter off the ground, and then yeah, so I was trying to figure out like what kind of shot composition, what kind of timing, what kind of, you know, how many shots it needs to be. And so I've just kind of been fluid with what I want to do, so I haven't really made a decision yet on how I exactly want to do it. So there's all these little things that just kind of add on top of each other, and it's like, ah, man. So hopefully, you know, fingers crossed, I'll actually try and get it done, hopefully before the end of the year. That's my goal now. It's just to finish the Nighter Derby test, and then I can work on the video game again, and then try and get that done hopefully next month. What if you want to appear in the background of the video after you already have subscribed? I can remember my Derpy bullet. Would your Derpy puppet will it be made in Kingdom, what, not Keemstar, the Keemcut, the software you're using? I guess if you like split it into like a sprite sheet kind of thing, that'd be neat. Where you would have the head separated from the body, and then have like that as a PNG, then that'd be pretty neat. I'm not sure exactly what you mean by on the rest of it then. Or we're gone. Okay, we're taking it back. Okay then. Either way, let's see. There's that picture again. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, it's so silly. Let's see. What else? I think we're good. I'm tired. We'll be back. We'll do a Christmas-esque stream next week, and then in 2 weeks will be the end of the year already. Can you believe that? Or 3 weeks? Yeah, less than 3 weeks away from the New Year. So that'll be fun. So I'm trying to finish everything else before then. At least just the Derpy test. I can probably get that done. So I think next week will be Christmas-esque of some kind. I'm not sure yet. I'll figure that out. And then next week, so 2 weeks, will be the New Year's kind of like recap what we did this year, what we can do for next year. I'll make a survey maybe. I've been doing surveys every year to see how I'm doing. Mostly just to get, you know, some of the people who might not comment, and then they might not say, you know, hey, you've been muted too many times, but they didn't want to say it or something, or they've been quiet or don't join because they don't like X type of content, you know. Then, you know, do a survey to say, hey, did you like Paper Mario streams? Were they fun? And if they say no, then they'll be like, okay, I'll try and do, you know, space them out, or try and do less of them, or try and finish it quicker, or try to adjust to those more popular ideas there. You know, people like just straight up hate Paper Mario, and it's like, okay, I'll try and try not to do it like for a whole month worth. So yeah, let's see. Or I can copy one of yours and then make a different one for myself. Okay, I'll think about it. Yeah, I think I'm a little bit too busy with my own stuff to honestly work on anything with that right now. Appreciate it though, but yeah, I don't think I'm in the neighborhood to make a whole new style to do anything with myself. But that'll make your videos more unique then, if only you have them. That's why I was like trying to be a little bit more protective of my unique puppets. It's like I don't want those to get not really into the wrong hands, but it's just like if someone else has my puppets, then it's like I can't then control what you do with them, and it's kind of weird. And it's like, oh, you're animating it a little off, and it's like, oh, did I not make it easy enough for people to make them blink easy? Uh-oh. Whoopsie. So you gave me permission for that. Okay. To make a version of, to make a cloned version of my own style. We're getting a little deep into how many rabbit holes we're going into. So we got the Ponies G4 style that then got translated into the 2017 movie with the Open Up Your Eyes music video, and then I took that style and made it myself, and then Over the Horizon is now making a copy of my style. Now you're saying that I can have permission to use yours. And it's like, okay. Appreciate that. But yeah, I don't think I'm quite interested right now, presently, to deal with that right now. I'm a little preoccupied, I guess. Appreciate it, but I'm not sure right now. In the meantime, yeah. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna drink some more water and then see if there's anything else lingering. Give you more time to, if you haven't done the poll, go ahead and do that. But I think most people who would have joined would have done it, so appreciate that as well. To go in and do the poll. Just use a random one if you haven't done it yet. I don't know. It is really, really close. It's like probably like 7 to 13, 7 to 6. So yeah. Hang on. Sorry. That's just how I use but remaster mine. Oh. Over the Horizon, are you on? I'm gonna check. Are you on the Discord? Are you on the Greenwater Discord? Let's see. Does that be a good place for you to hang out? Honestly, I haven't checked in a while to know. Unless you don't have Discord, which that's fine too. But I think it'd be fun for you. Because then you can talk with hopefully like-minded people, or at least the same interest people, to join the Discord. Yeah, looking up. Oh, and I don't see you, and I don't see active people. Don't see you. That's fair. Okay. Because then we can probably talk a little easier off stream as well. At least for a little bit. But yeah. Let's see. Okay. I think I'm gonna wrap this up now. So we gotta find a button to take me out. Somewhere around here. What? Oh, excuse me. When I did my OBS, everything messed up. Let's see. Found it. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go see bye now. What? You guys take care then, and then we'll be back next week with some sort of stream. I'm not sure yet. I'll also say that I bought the Lego sets for the Super Mario, like the robot Mario. Bought like 3 sets. Got the starter one, got one with Mario's house, and then I got the Mario riding Yoshi in Super Mario World pixel style set. So we'll have to find a time to build those. I want to build those on stream, so we'll have to find a time to work on that. But at least that'll be a little teaser for woo, I got that. That's something we can do. We'll do IRL hand Lego building. So that'll be a little different. But yeah, look out for that sometime. I bought that I bought that for myself for Christmas. So we'll do that sometime. Okay. Yeah. See you guys next week when we do something. Okay. Bye-bye. Thanks for the poll, and I think ending this will end the poll too, so we'll see. But yeah, okay. Thank you guys again, and yeah, have a good weekend, have a good week. Take care. Alright, see ya.